Hey, hi, hello. What a crazy freaking ride 2025 has been thus far. Today is Saturday, May 3rd. We are more than, what is it, a quarter of the way through the year. We got a lot to catch up on. A lot has happened. Basically, the title of this video is going to be life updates. You have to keep watching to see all of the updates and stuff. Do we like it better with light? I guess we do. Next week, Yelp is doing a Holy festival, and I have never been to one, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. What a cool cultural experience to have. Today is packet pickup. I'm going to put on a sweatshirt because it's cold. Probably going to regret my decision wearing shorts, but you know what? That's okay. We live and we learn, and it's the same thing. So we're going to throw on some outer layers because it is a chilly 60 degrees outside. Update number one. If you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely go do so because that's where I post obviously more frequently than I do here. I quit my job back in January. I spent 12 years working for the county. With the county, I worked for the courts. So all of the court lingo was there, and now I'm working for an electrical company. Nothing correlates. So it has been learning new lingo, learning new, not operating system, program management. The courthouse had case management, whereas with this electrical company, I'm working with scheduling. But the best part about it, I don't have to deal with the morning commute because your girl works from home. That has been one of the biggest blessings in my entire life. So we have packet picked up. So it comes in this cute little Yelp bag. Spread local love, reviews make a difference. Inside, we have a guava drink. Dude, this thing is massive. So then here are the tickets for the event and a bag of basmati rice. We have an orange treat. That's what it's called. I have no idea. Scented Joker Gulal. There's two colors. There's a red bag and a pink bag. Oh, this is the this is the powder that you throw at Holy. So Michael is our community manager, and he is absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic. He makes being part of the Yelp Elite Squad elite, and he said definitely wear something white and then something you don't mind if the color stays on it. So I have a t-shirt and pair of workout shorts coming from Amazon. That is packet pickup. That was nice and easy. Impromptu stop at, I don't think you can tell where we're at, but we're at the Home Depot. I'm working on my backyard space. I need to get some posts and some concrete. Posts are definitely not gonna fit between the back seat and the very back, so we're gonna have to lay down the seats, and I'll probably be riding home with some posts here in the middle. Fun. My hands are dirty and my sweatshirt got dirty. Now to get these bad boys home. So we'll go figure out some concrete, and I didn't look for a little stirry thing. That's fine, we'll figure it out. Since I know that the wood is going to transfer on clothing, we're going to pull my tee box down. We're going to root out my paint shirts. So this one doesn't really have a lot on it because I usually end up wearing my short sleeve. We'll take off Buff Bunny. Still wearing the rest of Buff Bunny though, because why not? Let's go to work. We can do this one of two ways. I will have more control over the posts in the pot in the garage versus if I do it outside. It gets really windy out here. So the wind could blow the posts while I'm waiting for them to cure. And these are the pots that they are going in. Just picture there's a post coming out of here, okay? So post, and then at the very tippy top of the post, I'm going to screw in these hooks And then lights are going to string between the post and my house, the post and my house, kind of like a zigzag pattern. But the bottom of the pots have like these things. We'll definitely just start with one and go from there, because lessons learned, because I'm doing this for the first time all by myself. Should I probably drill the screw into here first? That'd probably be a good idea. My drill bit's set. We're going, I think we will start with 5/18 because these are 3/8. So I figure if we start a little bit smaller, it gives me more room not to F it up. I didn't realize that was recording the whole time. Fantastic. So turns out 5/16 is already too big. Luckily there are 4 sides to this post, so I'm gonna roll it and then we're gonna try again with something smaller. The magic number was 13/64. That's the winner chicken dinner. I figured something out. I used my hammer and I was able to break off all of the little doodads. They are now in pieces all over my garage. So now the post should sit even. Now I'll have to put it back in there and see if it'll stand up on its own or if I'm gonna have to rig some sort of like string configuration in my garage to keep it level. I didn't get any of that on camera, but it is currently in the bucket and it is more level. However, it is still leaning. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I've got this rack system. If I loop string through the one end, bring the post out and then loop through the other end, that way it should have enough tension that it should be able to set. I think that's the best thing we're going to get at this point. Also, I did buy the little mixer thing to mix the concrete. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. We did the dang thing. I mixed my hand, by hand, feel pretty buff, but I also feel pretty dead because that was really hard. So the game plan is let it set and then we'll go back to the Home Depot and actually get the attachment to mix to make it a lot easier and go from there because it wasn't bad, but it could be better. Well, it's already set up pretty good, actually. It's definitely not going anywhere. And you can see it's already pretty dry to the touch. But I could probably undo the bracers at least. I don't know where I left off in my post-construction making. Let me show you. I have a post and I moved this super heavy pot to my fence line. And you can see the teeny tiny hook there that I will connect to the house. And I put a hook up there too. One down. I did not mix the Quikrete well, and I used one whole bag, a 50-pound bag in that pot. So I need to buy 2 more bags of Quikrete. I bought 2 bags thinking, oh, I'll use like half and half. No, I used one whole bag for that one guy. And then I can go to Costco and get the solar lights and then string it up, and then maybe by tomorrow evening I will have a nice cozy backyard. But I'm going to get changed out of this and I'm gonna go do something relaxing, which I don't think I've mentioned on my channel. I'll see you in a second. Update number whatever one we're on. Ever since at least 2015 when I bought my first house, I wanted a hot tub. So if you can't tell where this is going, my update is I bought a freaking hot tub. So it is now the next morning and it has been the most dreary, rainy spring day of all spring days to have happened. As far as finishing the cement light posts, probably not gonna happen today. And on this dreary day, I feel like that kind of fits the mood for probably the biggest life update I have for this year. My dad has had a lot of health issues over the last year, and he ended up calling me in like October of last year-ish, maybe September. He was like, hey, I went to one of my doctors and they did a test, and the blood test says it's likely that I have some type of cancer. So we're like, okay, cancer, chemo, you'll be fine. My dad had a liver biopsy in January and found out that he had pancreatic cancer. If you know anything about cancers, pancreatic is terminal from stage 1. That was hard for the family to hear. I spent 2 weeks in Vegas onboarding for the new job, learning from my dad and my sister because they also work for the same company. And then I get back to Reno mid-February, and then Monday my dad calls me and he says, hey, based on all the symptoms, cousin Rachel says that I probably have weeks to live and I'm on borrowed time. I packed up my house for an indefinite period of time, forwarded my mail. My best friend came and got all my plants to take care of, and I was in Vegas until my dad wasn't. So the update is my dad passed away mid-March. It has been a journey to a new normal without my dad. You guys know I love my dad to pieces, and he was always like my biggest supporter. To not have my dad really sucks. Doing all the things yesterday with like the concrete posts, I probably would have called him for advice and help. Just working with the new job and finally settling in and making some like really strong progress points. I would usually call my dad about work stuff and be like, Dad, guess what I did? But because of that, I've been trying to not ignore my emotions, obviously, I'm crying, but just try to redirect the emotions into something healthy and productive. I started my garden, I'm working on my light posts in my backyard and being a strong, independent woman like I know he would want me to be. Thanksgiving is going to be hard this year because that's his favorite holiday, and he loved making everything from scratch and just hosting the family. It'll be hard this year, but I think my sister and I can handle it. Dad taught us well to be his little sous chefs. That's the update. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. That's fine. I'm gonna make that one though, because that'll be way too bright. Yes. How big he is, he's so big! That is really zoomed in. Nope, other way, other way. Leaps, yep, a leap. Just clear off some of these notifications on the phone. Home again, jiggity chig. Don't even think about it.